Hey, we both know it had to happen. I despise women. I despise fake nothing science. So, of course, I hate astrology artsy ducks. Make BPD my personality. I don't know when this trend started of it being cool to be mentally ill. When did the psyop of convincing us that mentally ill girls were the most attractive begin? Like, I don't want to retread on anything that I've talked about before. Somewhere in this journey to make a more accepting society and to increase inclusivity, we went overboard. And we started going from not treating them as pariah to rather viewing having any sort of disability or genetic hardship that is being seen as a show of courage. It is fine to give other people who are struggling with these types of mental illness someone to look up to or someone to look to for advice, but you shouldn't be idolizing them.
What it was like when I moved out of my dad's house at 16.
Magazine.
These retards are perfectly emblematic of the growing problem that is being terminally online. Everybody is so used to sharing every little part of their lives online. It's seen as bravely opening up when you post videos of yourself crying on the internet. And this creates a society where people are so reliant on views or likes to get their dopamine, to get their validation that they're not sniveling ugly pieces of shit. But in reality, what is that giving you other than like faux social currency? Like when you're dead, rotting in the ground, do you want your legacy to be as a mental illness influencer? Do you want to be known as professionally retarded? Oversharing in real life is bad enough. Oversharing on the internet is so much more pathetic. Like the only thing that it's gonna appeal to is other mentally ill retards. We live in a world where there are professional Snapchatters, people who are paid to just post every single facet of their life on a Snapchat story. It's insane. I get bombarded with these whenever I go to the stories. There's just a whole fucking column of just random rich people's lives that I care nothing about. Just them crying, them shitting, them breaking down. Every meaningless part of these retards' lives is broadcast into our brains 24/7.
We've trapped ourselves in a celebrity dystopia. You know, everyone's life is more interesting than our own.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Yeah, no, you instead of going out there and doing anything, we're just gonna vicariously live through these mentally ill troglodytes because we can't be bothered to try and make any experiences of our own. And in doing so, we're making people who otherwise would go through the world unnoticed, as meaningless as everyone else, as unknown as everyone else, but instead we propagate the most bottom level of society as gods. Anybody who can go live on TikTok should themselves. To save our youth, they're poisoning your kids. They're making them gay.
We used to look up to action heroes and people who have accomplished something, someone greater than ourselves that we could aspire to be. But now we are looking up to people who are worse than us, and then we are made to feel less than for not being as mentally retarded as someone else, becoming a popularity contest of what's wrong with you. You should look up to these people for overcoming these hardships, not for just having them. It's such an extreme participation trophy. It's over coddling the masses.